Hola, ¿cómo están? And what is going on, guys? DarkScheme here, and today I'll be talking to you guys a little bit about Warzone Firefight and all the information we got from the Warzone Firefight live stream. And before I get into that, I do want to talk about the Mythic Warzone Rec Pack that was announced. We got a little information about that as well. So this Mythic Warzone Rec Pack will be available during the Firefight weekend. Those dates being April 14th through the 21st. And the pack will include 10 single-use Mythic Rec items and 1 ultra-rare or legendary weapon/vehicle certification. Unfortunately, we didn't get any information on the cost of the Rec Pack, but because it is including 10 single-use Mythic Rec items, it seems kind of promising. Unfortunately, like I said, it's all going to come down to the cost. Once again, that Rec Pack will be available this weekend, April 14th through the 21st, to coincide with Warzone Firefight's beta weekend. And hopping right into the Warzone Firefight information we got, it's looking like each round for Firefight is going to be 5 minutes with a total of 5 rounds in each match. Each round does have a different objective to complete to move on to the next, and round objectives can be different, meaning that when you jump into a Firefight match, most times you will probably have a different start to each match. I'm not sure how different every single match will be from the next, but it is looking appropriate enough to continue to play over and over again as it is Firefight. And if you fail to complete an objective at any moment, the game will end. But if you do complete a round objective, there is a 30-second round intermission in which you can use to stock up and purchase rec items. 30 seconds doesn't seem like that long to get items, but as the rec menu has been updated and it's a lot quicker to maneuver through, 30 seconds does seem appropriate. Each player does have an individual score that is shown on the bottom right of the screen, and at the end of each successful round, players earn bonus points for things like surviving a round, completing a round quickly enough, and so on and so forth. So what does this mean for RP and XP earned at the end of the match? Well, RP and XP points is based off of the number of rounds completed, individual performance and score, and the match duration as well. This means that once you hop into a match, if you do complete the entire Firefight game successfully, you will get a lot more points than if you jump into the first round and fail to complete that objective. Meaning the longer you play in Firefight, it seems the better for you and your XP and RP earned. And the average match duration for Firefight is looking to be as long as a normal Warzone match, which is about 18 to 20 minutes plus. Now I know that seems like not long enough, but it is definitely something that they will be looking into, and the reason why they're having a beta for the Firefight weekend. So once you jump into Warzone Firefight, express your opinion, share your thoughts, let 343 know what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you would like to be added into Firefight. And getting into some tedious information, respawns for each round are based on location of each objective, meaning that you'll be spawned at an appropriate location for every single round. This means you won't be spawned across the map and have to run to the other side of the map where your team is fighting the enemy AI. And looking into the boss waves do have respawning enemies, but the enemies do not spawn indefinitely. This means that a strategy that you can develop is to kill all the waves of smaller enemies and then focus on bosses if you're effective enough. So this kind of gives a little bit of a work on what kind of strategy you want to develop. If you want to focus on the bosses first and get them down quickly, and then finish off the small enemies, that is a possibility as well. So Warzone Firefight is giving us a little bit of room on what strategy we would like to go with. And looking at the mythic bosses, we didn't get a ton of information as they are kind of waiting for us to experience those bosses on our own. But the obvious answer is that mythic bosses are a tougher version of legendary bosses with bigger and powerful abilities. And that is pretty much it for the information for Warzone Firefight. I think one of the things that I will say about all the information is that we haven't gotten a ton, and I think it's definitely going to come down to us experiencing Warzone Firefight to get a little bit more information out of it. Last thing that I would like to mention is that Warzone Firefight is looking like it's going to be a great thing to have for us as a means of making that Achilles armor grind a little bit easier. Warzone Firefight kills will go towards those accommodations. So if you're looking to grind out those AI kills, you'll definitely want to jump into Warzone Firefight this weekend with your Spartan company. And like I said, that's pretty much it for the information. Let me know what you guys think about Warzone Firefight in the comment section below. And if you've seen some gameplay, how do you feel about Warzone Firefight and its mandatory objectives? I'll leave you guys with that. And as always, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.